to you? Yes or no? Okay. So in the last class, we had completed chapter number 4, that is dynamic programming. Hope everyone remembered that we had seen last topic, that is principle of optimality and fluid Warshall. Yes or no? In which we had taken various nodes and we had tried to identify the minimal distance. Right. So fine, today we'll start with chapter number 5. So once we are done with this unit 4 and unit 5, you can consider that majority of your examples, or you may consider like 40 to 50% weightage of your entire subject is completed, right? So first we'll complete this chapter number 5 and then we'll again jump to chapter number 2 and 3 and other remaining units, right? So first we'll see today this unit number 5. So the name of chapter number 5 is greedy algorithm. So name of chapter number 4 is dynamic algorithm, in which we are following some specific strategy to obtain the answer, right? Like we'll first we'll analyze all the feasible solutions. Now from that set of feasible solution, we'll as per the category of problem, we'll identify the optimal one. Same way in the greedy also, we'll try to identify the optimal solution, but here in the greedy we are not dependent on the previous answers, or you may consider like the previous steps, right? We'll only consider the current information, current data to obtain the answer. See, they have written here we can take a decision from the current information only. For example, fractional next. So in the dynamic programming, we had seen 0 1 knapsack. Yes or no? That one empty bag will have one quantity of each weight and will try to fill that weight as we earn the maximum profit, right? So same knapsack here we see, but in terms of fractional item. That means here if our knapsack is empty, we may add fractional weight as well. Is it not like that? Either we can fill entire weight or we can just not fill a particular weight. No. Here as per the requirement, as per the capacity, we may able to take fractional as well. Second is spanning tree, that you all have learned, right? Minimum spanning tree, where all vertices visited, but there is no repetition of edges. So to compute that spanning tree, we are not dependent on the, just a second. Okay. So the spanning tree, where even we are not required to think for previous answer, and one more job scheduling. that we are going to see in this unit, right? So that example I am not discussing right at time, but once we reach to that example, you will let to know. Fine. Now, four characteristics that you can remember. It select random solution from input domain, check feasibility of solution. From list of solution, it will select optimal solution. So see, this is the similarity between dynamic and greedy, that both are working for the optimality only. But selection of optimalities differ in both the concept. Each level will select individual input and it will check the feasibility. So each level is not depend on its previous level, right? It is completely independent to select the answer. Okay, so this you can remember. Now, yes, this is also one theory question. Can be asked in 1 or 2 marks, that elements of greedy strategy. Basically, there are two elements on which this greedy approach is working, right? So it can be asked in 1 or 2 marks. So you just try to remember this concept. Okay. The first one is greedy choice property. So greedy approach will divide problem into sub-problem, and for each sub-problem, greedy choices are made to select optimal solution. Right? That means those solutions are totally independent, they are not dependent, so we can easily select the optimal solution from that set of choices. Second is optimal substructure. Problem is having optimal substructure if an optimal solution to the problem which contain optimal solution to the sub problem. That means we can say that whatever problem or for a problem, if we are analyzing, we are drawing the optimal structure, then that must be optimal if its substructure, or you can say the sub solution are also optimal, right? So to lead the final optimality, our sub solution must be optimal. Fine. So everyone getting characteristic, the kind of definition and this element. Shall we move further? The second one is difference of greedy and dynamic, but that we'll see once we are done with this chapter. Okay, that means we had learned all the greedy problem, so you can easily distinguish between greedy and dynamic. So for a while, just keep this. The first topic or first example which we are going to see in this greedy, that is activity selection problem. So in that activity selection problem, as an input, we'll have starting time of activity and ending time of activity, right? But all the activities are not dependent on each other. So we may have independent starting time and independent ending time. But if we want to see all list of activity as a part of some process, then all the activities cannot be selected at the same time, right? Because let's suppose this activity is starting, let's suppose this first activity is starting at a time, let's suppose at a 1 o'clock, and it is completed at a 4 o'clock. So same time, if second activity is arriving at a 3 o'clock, we cannot take activity 1 as well as activity 2 on the same time, right? So here we need to arrange activity in such a way that there is no collision, there is no waiting time, and we can run our entire process in a sequential manner, right? So this is our aim. Now for that, this type of example is given. This is the index of your particular process, that first process, second, third, fourth, up to the 11th. And this is given that starting and finishing or ending time of your process. Okay, like it is starting at 1 o'clock, it is ending at 4 o'clock, it is starting at let's suppose 0 time, ending at 6 o'clock, and so on. So these two terms with us, SI stands for starting time, FI stands for finishing time of your activity. Now, description of this example, having list of activities at small time of interval. To select feasible activity on that time span, we use this activity selection algorithm. So shall we start with the answer? Yes or no? Fine. So the first task is arrange those process in the ascending order of finishing time. Make sure if you are arranging this finishing time, along with that finishing time, you need to keep its respective starting time as well. For example, if we are arranging this finishing time in ascending order, first process is this one, right? So 4 is a finishing time. With respect to that, we'll have 1 as a starting time. Second process is having 3 and 5. So we'll have 3 and 5. After this 5, if you are going to refer this list, then this is the process which is completing at a next time. So we are selecting its respective starting and finishing time. After that, this process having 5 and 7 starting and finishing time respectively, like this. After that, okay, this one 3 and 8. Here I had written 5. So, okay. After that 5 and 9. After that 6 and 10. 8 and 11. 12 and 14. Right. So now you may have a question like, what if sometimes we'll have some activity which is ended at the same time. Like let's suppose here also we'll have 6. Then you can select this as a first activity, this as a second. Because from the starting onwards, we are appearing at this stage first, right? Then after you can write this process. So this first step is clear, everyone. Please reply so we move forward further. Fine. Now you need to analyze this box carefully. How you need to check feasibility? See, you can start with the first process. So always whatever is your first process, definitely it will be included, because as it is first process, it is not having any traffic of any older process, right? Why? Because it is the first process. So what are the credential or details regarding first process? That it is starting at a 1 and ending at a 4. So we are writing like this, that A1, that is first process we are taking, which is started at a 1 and ending at a 4. Now logically the second process only we can select which is starting after 4. Everyone, we can select the second process which should start after 4. Is it correct, everyone? We cannot select the process which is started before 4, right? Because our resources are occupied in this first process, right? So after 4, if we want to check, then process second is started at 3. So can we take the second process? Yes or no? It is started at 3 o'clock. First process completed at 4 o'clock. Definitely we cannot take. Now we'll check for third process. Can we take this third process? Started at a 0. Yes or no? Good. Can we take fourth process which is started at a 5? Very good. So we are taking, sorry, process 4, who's having starting time as a 5 and ending time as a 7. Same way after that we'll check, can we take this process 5, A5. Now this process is completed at a 7 o'clock. So we should consider process which will start after 7. So fifth can be considered, yes or no? No. Same way 6 can be considered. You need to refer ending time of this process 4. Can we take process 6? Good. Can we take process 7? Yes or no? Yes, very good. This 8th process we can consider. So here it is, like it is started at 8 o'clock and ending at 11. Now after this A8 process, can we take any other process? We'll have 3 set of process in the list. Okay, let's see. Very good. So after this A1, A4, A8 and A11, any other process which we can consider? Yes or no? Very good. So this is our final answer. So final solution set of activities is A1, A4, A8, A11 and its respective index value. Okay. So the question or the topic is very easy, but condition is you should not forget to arrange them in a ascending order. If you will forget, then definitely you might have some different answer. So any query in this? You may raise your query. Is it clear, students? Okay. Now here is second example for you. Just try to examine by you and then write down your answer in the chat box. One, 4, 2, 5. Let me see. One, two. 1, 2, 4, 5 is the correct answer, as we need to take as many process as we can, right? Yes, correct everyone. One more example. I guess it is same. Yeah, it is same. Fine. So let me give you another example. SO5 and FO5. Here index. Try to solve this example. 1, 5, 11, 12. Um, I had also given one random example. So let's wait for other students to have the final answer. If we are getting different answer, then I will calculate over here. So if we are arranging this process in order, then first process we are getting, that is this one. Okay, so that you had already taken, right? Right. Have again different answer. Is there any third person who are getting same from this? One, two, three, four. Yes, it will start with A3. But the number, index number will change, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong at any point. Okay, thank you. Okay, now we are starting with this first. So definitely first will be considered, right? After that, second ended over here. So we should start with the process which is start afterwards. That is 4. After that, 9. Directly 9. Is it correct? Fine. So everyone is getting same answer. Yes, Pavin, are you getting your query? Your mistake? If it is not clear, let me know. Okay, fine, good. Okay, fine. So job scheduling will start by tomorrow. Okay, fine. So everyone just write down your enrollment number and then you can leave. Thank you, everyone.